Pam Lathrop.
And I'm Beth Jacobson.
This is the September issue of the Beloit Today Show.
And we are here today. We're on the Rock River. We're behind the Rotary River Center on this beautiful September day.
You couldn't ask for a more beautiful day.
And today we're talking about kind of a variety of issues, kind of a mixed bag. Sometimes we have a theme, and today we're talking about a lot of different things.
Absolutely. I'm going to be talking to Paula Schutt. We're actually projecting ahead a little bit because this event will happen before we have the next show. So we'll be talking about the Beloit Senior Fair, which is in October.
And always very successful. I know that tons of people show up to the Senior Fair.
You'll want to mark your calendar.
And then I'm going to interview Chris Walsh and Bob from the cemeteries, and we're going to talk about some of the Smart Fleet programs that we have and kind of a new program that Bob's been working on in the last couple of years.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's, imaginative. I would have to say we have some great imaginative employees.
He really puts in 100%, so
Yep.
You'll have to stay tuned and watch that interview.
And then I will be interviewing someone at the library, Tina Kukuski. She's going to be talking about September as Library Card Sign-Up Month.
And I saw their flyer for the events happening in September and October, and apparently the library is where it's at, other than the senior fair.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So they have tons of stuff going on over the summertime, and I don't think they've slowed down.
No,
So
not at all.
they need to talk about what's going on.
So stay tuned to our show. Hi, I'm Beth Jacobson, and I'm here with Chris Walsh, Director of Operations, and Bob Picorni, and he is the cemetery coordinator. And we're here to talk about smart fleets and some innovative things that are happening at the cemetery. So, Chris, let's start. What's the Smart Fleet program, or who's it through? It's a state program?
It is a state program, Beth. And it was the state of Wisconsin and Wisconsin Clean Cities have partnered together. The city of Beloit received a grant for a fleet audit, and the fleet audit is not 100% complete yet, but what it will come back with was recommendations for us to reduce our carbon footprint, reduce fuel that we're using, and think of alternatives like we have done at the cemetery and a couple other places. So it was a pretty exciting study that they're doing because it's the entire city fleet.
Sure, and by fleet we mean all of the vehicles that we have in public works. Does that include police and fire, or is it just public works?
It does include police and fire, plus all the public works fleet, which is buses, heavy construction, dump trucks, all the way down to golf carts. So, and bikes too with Bob. But
Sure. So when I read your press releases and when you send me emails about this, there's a lot of acronyms. There's SEO, State Energy Office, and WCC, Wisconsin Clean Cities. So this is a group of programs through the state, correct?
Through the energy portion of the state.
Sure. So what we've done in Public Works was they have a lot of things going on, but the reason why we're here today at the cemetery is because Bob's doing something that is extremely exciting for us, and it's something that he's kind of done on his own. So Bob, tell us about this bike that you've been riding at work.
Well, the bicycle was an answer to a problem. When setting up equipment on an excavation site, requires two pieces of equipment at a minimum, sometimes more. And in order to get that equipment to the site, you have to take it out, and then it's either have another employee give you a ride back, or you have to walk. One is expensive, the other is time consuming. So the bike was the solution. Load the bike up with the first piece of equipment, take it with you, get set up, bike back to the shop, get your other equipment, and one-man operation. It's very efficient. It actually saves quite a bit of time that was wasted in walking, basically.
Sure. Now, I may have learned how to drive in this cemetery here, so it's a pretty big cemetery. I mean, you're saying that if you're on the other side, to walk back here would take a lot of time, or you'd be having another employee drive you.
Correct, which would be utilizing another vehicle, their time. When you're on the other end or farther away from the shop, especially in the colder months of the year, when you have a lot more gear on, your maneuverability is really slow, and plus if you can't cut through because there's snow,
Sure.
So you're actually mandated to the road anyway. So you can take 15-20 minutes if you're at the far end And then if we're working over at Oakwood, which is over a mile away,
Sure.
then you really have a
Taking
long
a
walk.
lot of time.
Yeah.
Now, it sounds like you're kind of a one-man show here, and you're here year-round. So let me just get this straight: that you are riding your bike in the winter. And we had a
Correct.
pretty brutal winter last year, so you're already prepared to work outside, but you are riding the bike through the cold weather, through the polar vortex. Is that correct?
This is absolutely true. As a matter of fact, I didn't think anybody believed me, so I did take some photos last year and emailed them to Chris on the coldest day.
Sure.
You do have to dress accordingly, of course.
Sure. Well, we appreciate it. I think that's wonderful. I know that for the public, our staff in Public Works never get the credit that they deserve for being out in the cold weather. If there's a water main break, if there's a sewer issue, if you're at the cemetery, I mean, they are out in the worst weather. So keep that in mind when you see them. Wave at them, honk at them. That's something that you guys
That would
never
be
get
nice.
ever get credit for. Now, tell us about this equipment you have here. So you're not utilizing a pickup truck for everything you do here.
Not everything. There are jobs where, of course, you do require the larger equipment. But for the majority of the work, we try to utilize the two pieces of equipment you see here. They're both, one, smaller, so they're lighter. They do less maneuver damage. Their fuel burn is considerably less. And yeah, they work out real well for what we're doing here.
Now, they're different. So one of them carries, it looks like dirt and stuff, and one has a bunch of tools. Is that right?
Right. Well, I try to keep the tools on on all the vehicles. They both carry dirt. They carry rock, sand, whatever the material is that we're using. Actually, this one has a little bit higher load capacity, so depending on the job and where you're going, it dictates which piece of equipment.
Sure. Now, Chris, as far as your Smart Fleet program goes, we must be getting extra points for this. Is that right?
It's based on points, Beth, and we are considered an initial smart fleet because we just started this. However, we've been working with sustainability, as you know, for over 5 years, trying any way we could to reduce our carbon footprint. And it's important to Beloit, it's important to our council and our residents to be able to do that. So it comes up typically, just like Bob, from kind of the bottom up, and we end up having great ideas and trying to implement the ideas. So that's kind of where we're at right now with the Smart Fleet. Still, we just started another unique program too. It's idle timers. So if you see any of our big trucks out and about, they will shut off after 10 minutes of idle. We also have encouraged the operators and management to ride bikes to work. So that's pretty cool. So we see that operators are riding their bikes to work. Some of them are the motorized bike, some are pedal bike. We have operators carpooling together. If they live in Janesville, they're just taking one vehicle. So that's the discussion. And then this week we talked about sustainability and just being smart when you drive, so you're not like flooring it to get
Sure.
where you want to go, and maintaining under 55 miles an hour increases your gas mileage. And we talked about idling and the waste of money and different ideas that they could think of. So we're going to get back with them again in the next few weeks, see what else they come up with. But they're a wealth of knowledge and ideas. And if residents have any ideas, feel
Let us
free.
know.
That would be great.
Well, great. Thank you for taking the lead on this program for the city. And Bob, thanks for participating. This is amazing. I'm going to have to come out here this winter and check it out for
Maybe in
myself.
that one over there because of the
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah, and a heater.
If residents have any suggestions or advice, they can call Public Works Operations Facility at 364-2929.
Hi, Pam Lathrop. I'm caught up today with Paula Schutt. She is the coordinator of Grinnell Hall, and I caught up with her at the Rotary River Center, and she's in the midst of the Grinnell Hall picnic. What's going on today?
Well, this is our annual August picnic, and we have it every year. We have 3 picnics every summer, and in August we always come down to Rotary River Center because of the the setting is gorgeous.
Well, it's an absolutely beautiful day.
Yes,
You
I
have
couldn't
picked that.
ask for a better day than this.
Absolutely. So when I pulled Paula out of the picnic, everyone was playing bingo.
Yes.
And then what else is going to go on today?
Well, we've got the go-to crew from Visit Beloit coming. They've got their prize wheel. So we're going to give all of the picnickers a chance to spin the prize wheel. And then we'll have our lunch. And after lunch, we are going to enjoy the music of Bill and Bonnie Stevens. So we'll have some live music in the afternoon.
Well, that sounds fun. When's the next picnic?
The next picnic is coming up on Friday, September 19th. And it will be at Grinnell. And it is a 50s and 60s bash.
Oh, can we get dressed up?
Yes, please. Wear your saddle shoes, your poodle skirts. Yes, it's going to be a ball. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Sounds great.
Yes.
And you just have tons of activities going on at Grinnell Hall. You have this lovely, if you haven't seen it, it's called The Power of 50 Plus, and you publish this every month.
Yes.
There's a lot of nice advertising. People sponsor this. So,
Yes, they do.
It's a lot of great places to go and places to check out, but also just tons of information on their services, their classes, programs that you offer. And how can a person get on this mailing list?
Well, you have to be a paid member to get it mailed. However, you can pick it up around town. We have it at various locations around town. People can give us a call if they'd like to find out where they can pick it up, but they can always get it at the senior center. And that's even better because then they'd come down to see us and we'll give them a tour.
Absolutely.
Find out what we're doing.
It's a hopping place.
Yes, it is.
telling
Yes, it
you.
is.
But now, the one big thing that you have coming up in October is the senior fair.
Yes.
So let's talk about the senior fair.
This is going to be a lot of fun this year. This is the 27th annual senior fair, and it's going to be at the Eclipse Center. It's on Tuesday, October 7th. And this is our second year at the Eclipse Center. It got so big that we had to move it to the Eclipse
Oh.
because we didn't have enough room.
That is big.
Yes, and the theme this year is Follow the Trail to Wellness. So that's a Western theme. Now, we just found out yesterday, and I'm so excited about this, we are going to have a real covered wagon on display.
Oh, how fun.
We're going to pull it into the Eclipse Center. Last year we had a race car, and so this year we finally tracked down a covered wagon, and we're going to have it on display inside the Eclipse Center.
That sounds like a photo opportunity.
Definitely,
to me.
definitely.
Absolutely.
But we're going to have over 60 vendors. Of course, the flu shots are there, and people can get pneumonia shots. They can eat lunch. There'll be all kinds of opportunities of the people within the area that have services for seniors. They will be there displaying their services and goods.
Will we have transit rides again too?
Yes, thank you for bringing that up. The Beloit Transit offers free bus service.
Free?
Yes, free to the senior fair and back home again.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, that's a wonderful, wonderful perk.
That's great. So the hours are 10 to 2
Yes.
on Tuesday, October 7th. And what other kinds of exhibitors do you have? Like,
Well,
you say-
oh goodness, we've got the pharmacies, we've got all the service places, all of the places like the ADRC and places that offer services to the seniors, and then lots of places like I'm trying to think of. I should have had a list of all the people.
I'm sorry I put you on the spot.
That's
but-
okay. There's so many of them. You know, it's almost anything you could think of. That if you were a senior and you wanted to find out about this or that or something else, it's going to be there. It's going to be there.
Well, if a vendor would like to get involved in this, is it too late to sign up?
Oh, not at all. There's still
Okay.
time. We're taking apps still, and they can just find out about that by giving me a call at the senior center.
Okay, and let's give your number.
Yes, the number is 608, of course, 364-2875.
Okay, so you sign up if you're a vendor, attend if you're a senior. What's a senior?
You know, what's in a number? If you like to have fun, and we always say over 50, you know.
Oh.
But we have some people that are retired early, lucky
Sure.
them, and they have things, they're younger, but they can come in and play. We don't play. They can come and play. That's what we do. We play. We have a good time. But we learn, too.
Yes.
You know, it's about lifelong learning and about reaffirming your purpose. We don't really care if you're 60, 50. We don't really care. Just come and have fun.
And come to Grinnell Hall because I think the coffee pot's always on.
It's always on, and we always have cookies. Come and have a cookie.
Sounds perfect. So if you want any information on upcoming picnic in September or any of the activities that they offer at Grinnell Hall, they have great lunches every
Yes.
day, Monday
Yes, we
through
do.
Friday.
Correct.
If you're interested in the senior fair, please check it out. Check out the website, city's website, or
Yes.
call Paula.
Yes.
Thank you so much for for taking time out today to talk to us.
Thank you, and we are anxious to see everybody down there. Come and see us.
Right. Yeehaw. As you can tell, we're at the library. I'm with Tina Kukuski, who's the head of adult services. And look at this brochure. The library has tons of stuff going on in the months of October and September and October. So to start with, I think it's pretty exciting. September is National Library Card Sign-Up Month, and Tina's going to tell us about how to go about getting a library card.
Well, at National Library Card Sign-Up Month, we celebrate it every September here at the library. And this year, we are going to have special gifts for people who sign up for their first or new library card. We'll have 3 prize baskets. One is sponsored by the Snappers, another is sponsored by our friends at Beloit Library, and the other is the Beloit Library Foundation. So if you come into the library during the month of September and sign up for a new library card, you will be entered into a drawing for these 3 prizes. And we also have a special program coming up on September 8th at 6 p.m. Monica from Visit Beloit is going to come and talk with us about all the special, exciting things that are going on in the fall in the Beloit area.
Well, that sounds fun. Now, backing up to the library card, it's free, right?
The first card is free, right?
Okay.
If you're replacing a card, there is a small charge of $2, but your first library card is free here.
Okay, and a library card gets you a million books, free
Free computer access.
DVDs, CDs, audiobooks. I mean, there's so much going on here.
There is. It's just not just books, but we have tons of books, as you can see, looking around. But it opens up the world to you.
Absolutely. You can go lots of different places with your library card.
Yes.
I encourage anyone from first grade, kindergarten, all the way to seniors to make sure you have a library card.
Yes, all ages use the library, and the card is your passport.
Absolutely. But then let's just talk about some of these other things that are going on this coming month and October. There's tons. You have a 4th Wednesday book discussion. That's very interesting.
Yeah, the 4th Wednesday book discussion is usually on the 4th Wednesday, but this year it's going to be on September 15th instead, because we are combining a passenger pigeon commemoration event with Beloit College. And the book we're going to be reading is called One Came Home by Amy Timberlake, and it takes place in 1871 in Wisconsin when one of the largest flocks of passenger pigeons were sighted in western Wisconsin, I believe it was. So the book is about that. It's an intergenerational book discussion. It's for tweens, teens, and adults. And we'll also be doing a passenger pigeon origami craft, which ties in with the Ghost Flock Flyover, which is on September 27th in downtown Beloit.
That's a lot of dates to remember, but the big one to start with, it's Monday, September 15th, not the 4th Wednesday, just this month.
Right.
And then that flyover event is going to be taking place, I believe, during the farmers market on the 27th.
On the 27th,
right?
yes.
So that's kind of fun to tie it all together and make a little origami passenger pigeon. Tina, do you still have copies of that book available for people to check out?
We do. We have some copies of One Came Home if you want to participate in the book discussion here at the library. So stop on in and check out a copy if you'd like to be a participant.
That sounds fun. Also, if you would like to participate in something different and you're a child, you can still come in and read to Lily the dog.
Right. Lily is a educated reading education assistance dog. She's trained to do this, and it's for kids ages 5 through 10. It's going to be September 16th from 4:30 to 5:30, and kids sign up to come and read for 10 minutes to Lily. She's very patient, and she loves to have kids read to her.
The best thing about Lily is she's non-judgmental, so even if you're not the world's best reader, she doesn't care.
She doesn't care. She'll listen to you.
I love that program.
Yeah, she's great.
You have a lot of other things going on here, too. This Focus on You program sounds sort of interesting.
Yes, we have a Focus on You series, which just brings information it's for adults. It brings information to adults, for instance, about retirement. We have free computer classes coming up, and the classes are an introduction to computers, which is September 18th. And then in October, we also have an introduction to internet and email. That's October 16th. So we have lots of these kinds of where we're just giving you a specific little information.
Well, let's jump ahead to October. I know this is the September show, but you really need to pay attention to some of these fun things going on in October.
Well, in October, we are having a monster movie marathon. We haven't chosen the movies yet. We're going to be showing monster movies all day long on October 25th, and we're hoping people will come dressed up as their favorite monster. We'll be giving away prizes, and we'll also be giving the movies that we show away at the end of the day.
That's perfect for Halloween.
Yeah, and we also are having author Linda Godfrey come in, and that's October 28th at 6:30 p.m. She wrote a book about werewolves in Wisconsin. She's from the Elkhorn area, and she has another book coming out called American Monsters. So she'll be coming to talk with us in October.
Do we have werewolves in Wisconsin?
Apparently.
Well, there. Next time there's a full moon, I will be sitting in my living room. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Now, I know we threw out lots of dates and activities, so make sure you come into the library, pick up one of these nice little brochures that you have for everyone just to take. Also, a reminder to pick up the book pages, which is like one of my favorite publications. It comes out every month. It's from the Friends of Beloit Library, and it tells about all the new books that are coming out. Lots going on here at the library. You just seem like you're a quiet little place on the hill, but you're not. There's
Constant activity.
constant activity. So come and check it out. And well, while you're there, check out a book.
Hi, I'm Linda from Visit Beloit, and I'm sure you've noticed all the beautiful doors around town. The doors will be sold at an auction at the Beloit Historical Society on September 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. Be sure to get down there. There are 46 different doors that will be sold, and you can take your pick and just be the highest bidder and you'll get a door to put in your backyard. This angel door would be a beautiful, beautiful door to have. Also, the fall colors will be popping up quite soon all over the riverfront and Big Hill Park. A lot of people haven't ventured out to Big Hill Park, so be sure to do that. It's just north of town, and it is an incredible park with views of the river that are absolutely beautiful, especially in the fall. Folk and Blues Festival will be taking place at Beloit College on September 12th and 13th at 8 p.m. each evening, and it's open to the public, and just stop by. They have some great music, and you can rub elbows with all the college students. Autorama is September 21st from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Preservation Park. There are more than 1,200 vehicles that will be there on display, and there will be a swap meet also. It's the largest car show in the Midwest. Oktoberfest is something new this year that will be taking place. It's a Downtown Beloit Association event, and it will be taking place downtown on Grand Avenue from 5:30 to 11 p.m. There'll be live music, food, all kinds of fun things to do, and there's a $5 entrance fee for adults, and kids, I believe, are $1. Beloit College Homecoming Game is taking place at Strong Stadium at 1 p.m. The Buccaneers will take on Lake Forest College. That should be a lot of fun. The farmers market is also in full swing. There are approximately 100 vendors downtown every Saturday from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. And it's just a great time. It's one of the best in the state, we believe, and you should stop by there. There's so many people. We have 3,000 to 5,000 people a weekend who come to Beloit just specifically for our farmers market. And be sure to shop local when you're downtown. And there are so many more fun things taking place in Beloit. So stop by and our office at 500 Public Avenue, or visit our website at visitbeloit.com, and you can find out about a lot of great things to do.
Well, that wraps up our September edition of Beloit Today show.
It's another busy month.
It is, and we also want to welcome, there's a new man behind the camera, and so we want to welcome Keith Urban to BATV. He's the new producer, and so you can't see him, but we can.
And you probably won't notice a whole lot of different things, but maybe in the future you will. We have some plans.
That's right. Big changes coming to BATV. So we always want to thank our staff for participating, and check out the library.
Absolutely. Have a good month, and we'll see you next month.